Hey all, today I will be walking you through the process of creating an in-app event for your App Store app. I think this is a very good timing because we are in the middle of a holiday season, and holiday seasons are usually a good time to launch your in-app events. I highly recommend trying to use them. I see that they help apps improve their visibility and conversion rate to download. So this is a very good time to try them out if you have never done that. Now I will be switching to my App Store Connect and showing you actually step by step how to do this in App Store Connect. In your App Store Connect account, select an app, and then here on the left under Growth and Marketing, you will see in-app events. So right now we will be creating an imaginary in-app event for this app. For now, you don't see that there has no been any in-app events for this app. If the app ran them already, we would see in-app event cards here at the bottom. But when we click on the create in-app event, we need to give a reference name to our in-app event. This is only the name that we will see, nobody else will. So we will call it, let's say, Christmas 2025. Right, and now we hit on create. Here you see all the information that you need to fill out. Now the name of the in-app event, you see that there is a character limit. It is 30 characters. Remember that your name of the in-app event is indexed, so it is a good idea to include keywords in this in-app event. So we will call it something like learn about Christmas, I don't know. Christmas. Then we have a short description which has 50 characters, and here you see our title appeared on the on our in-app event image, card image. Yeah, and then we will be writing our short description. Learn interesting facts about Christmas, Santa Claus, Christmas, oh no, sorry, I made a mistake. Christmas and Santa. Now our short description appeared at the bottom of this image. This horizontal creative, it can be either an image or a video, will appear in the search results instead of your screenshots. So if you have screenshots, or if you have an app promotional video, those will be replaced by this in-app event card. Yeah, and here you will have to upload it. There are specific rules about like what it should look like, how it should look like. Sorry, I will need to find I will need to find some event card. I don't know what this is, but let's okay. Let's upload this one. And then we will have so it will take time, of course, processing. Yeah, you will need to give Apple some time, and then you will need to write a long description about your in-app event, and it will appear on this vertical creative, and this vertical image of video will be seen when the user taps on the in-app event card. So it will expand and take out actually like the whole screen, of your phone when they tap on that. And here you will also, sorry, I will just put a bunch of text. You will also write some text, and you need to upload an image for this. And let's do it. Okay, so here I'm actually uploading a video, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, so here it will again take some time. Now what's important, I want you to pay attention that Apple puts this text on top of your images, on top of your creatives, so you don't really need to write anything on top. Also make sure that this area stays more or less clear. Yeah, so any important content or visuals that you want to showcase, it needs to be above this horizontal image and then above this vertical. Yeah, so don't put stuff here because you will have text on top. So either a user will not be able to read what is written, or the user will not be able to see what's happening underneath. Okay, then you will need to select a badge. Now we will select everything right now, and Apple is taking time, to process our, because I actually uploaded both videos, so it usually take some time. Now regarding the badges, there are different types of in-app events, and I encourage you to read about them maybe more in details for in App Store guides. But to be short, usually for new seasons, or like seasonal events, etc., you would select a new season. Yeah, that's obvious. If the in-app event is not tied to any season and it's actually like you released a new feature or something, you can call it a major update. If it's not linked to anything, but it's something special happening in your app, it's not linked to any season, you can call it a special event. If you are running a challenge in your app, like learn new Halloween words, I don't know, and compete with others, this would be a challenge, right? It can also be a live event. So these are all those types. I haven't noticed that one specific type performs better compared to others. Just read through them to understand what's better for the for your in-app event. For this one, we will select new season, and here you see where it was written badge. Right now it says new season. Now about country, region, or availability, you can either run it for all the countries, or you can limit it, to selected countries. Start date and time, you can select any date, either it's today or it is in the future. Maybe you want to schedule, your in-app events. So you would select, let's say if it's an event for Christmas, maybe we want to start on the 28th of November. The maximum duration of the in-app event is 1 month. That's why, you cannot select dates later than 29th of December. So we will be selecting 29th of December. And then there is a published date, which will be 28th here. Then what we have, for the in-app event in App Store, you need a deep link. So what is a deep link? It is a link that your product or development team should provide to you. And if a user has an app installed on their device, you can take this user to a specific place in your app. Let's say this app, Be Clever, has some Christmas related content in the app, like some specific section. So to reactivate our existing users, we want to take them specifically to that section. So the deep link will take them there. If this is a new user, what they will do, they will first, download the app. And for them, the process, the journey will actually be the same as if they were downloading, an app just from the search results. And then you can select the priority. I usually select high priority for the in-app event. Now, if you're here, you need to select if an in-app purchase is required or not. So it doesn't mean that, for example, if your app is a subscription-based app, so you will select that an in-app purchase is required to enter this in-app event. It says that your selection is related only to the event, not to the whole app, right? So if this event is included with your auto-renewable subscription, then you would select that in-app purchase is not required. So for the new users, for the existing users, for example, to enter your in-app event, they don't need to pay additionally, yeah, because it's already included in the auto renewable in-app subscription. And then here you can select an event purpose, yeah, and you can either target all users or only new users, or keep active users informed. So I like to select appropriate for all users, just because I see that it usually works fine for all the users. Those who have the app, in-app event helps to reactivate them, and there are more opens. For those who haven't had your app on their device, for new users, an in-app event card works very well in order to convert them better to a download. So I usually like to select appropriate for all users. Now, it, as I said before, it will take some time for Apple to process. So we will just click on save. And this will be saved for now. Another important thing, if your app is localized into other languages, if we have here, we have only English, yeah, but let's say I know you also want to run it in Croatia, in Denmark, in the Netherlands, etc. So when you add these, you will have the option to create localized metadata. So to translate your name, yeah, your full description, etc. If you don't do that, then users across all of these countries, they will see everything in English. So don't forget, if your app is localized, if markets, other markets rather than the US are very important for you, don't forget to add those localizations here. And then we will click on save again. And usually if I see that it takes a bit more time to process, yeah, my creatives, I just go somewhere, do something else, and then refresh a page, and then I will see my creatives loaded, uploaded and processed. After that, we will need to add our in-app event for review. It doesn't require a new build, but it requires an Apple review. I cannot tell you exactly how long it will take for Apple to review your in-app event. Sometimes the approval comes within 10 minutes and sometimes for some reason it may take up to 2 to 3 days. Yeah, but it was rare for me that the in-app events were not approved. Yeah, so usually in-app, if they are set up correctly, if the badge is correct, if the in-app event is really relevant to the season and to the content that the app can provide, the in-app event will be approved. So that's how you create your in-app event. I think that's all quite straightforward, but for those who are doing it for the first time, it can be a little bit overwhelming, yeah, and maybe people get worried why it takes so much time to process, and maybe somebody doesn't know that there is a deep link involved. So take all of this into account. As I said again, don't forget about localizations. Yeah, and after you start running your in-app event, it doesn't mean that you will see metrics showing up in your in-app event analytics. And this is not because users don't see your in-app event, or it's not working. It's just that for Apple to show you analytics for your in-app event, it requires 5 unique first-time downloads that come directly from your in-app event, either card or event page. Yeah, in search results there will be your in-app event card with a download button on the in-app event card, but then there will be also a download button on the side, a get button. If a user downloads your app by seeing an in-app event from this get button that is outside of your in-app event card, Apple will not count it as a download that is coming from your in-app event. So just keep this in mind. If you don't see this analytics, it doesn't mean that the in-app event doesn't work. You know, it can actually work, and it will most likely have a positive impact on your conversion rate to download, again, if you set it up correctly. And if your creatives are emotional and relevant. It just means that a user downloaded it from the, get button that is outside of your in-app event image. We will talk about analyzing your in-app event performance a little bit later, but for now that was it. Let me know if you have any questions, and subscribe for further ASO videos. Cheers.